This isn't any destination trailer. This is the Jayco J-Flight Bungalow 40DLFT. It's the perfect place to unwind with you, your children, and the grandbabies. All right, let's take a look at this brand new Jayco Bungalow 40DLFT and look at the size of this thing. This thing comes in about 13 feet, 1 inches all in, and it has a drop frame over here to allow for that loft above, but this is a 12-inch I-beam with a full 12-inch drop as well. So these folks really overbuild these things. They use the Lippert cambered chassis, so that way when the weight gets put on it, it actually makes the chassis stronger with the weight, so it actually reinforces it to build this camper on top. And look at the size of these sidewalls and slide outs. Now they have a minimum ceiling height of 84 inches, and then some areas are as tall as 9 feet on the inside. Jayco is doing some things above and beyond the call of duty. Come around the other side, you can see all these front windows. This is for the master bedroom. This is for the people that bought the camper, right? And they have this beautiful bed slide with 2 windows that open and storage access underneath the bed from the outside. They used to put in 20-gallon residential hot water heaters in campers like this, but they don't have to do that any longer because these small suburban tankless hot water heaters will perform better than any 20-gallon hot water heater was ever made. Now this also has 40,000 BTUs of heat, so this is going to be able to heat up this coach very nicely. Outdoor shower, just in case the grandchildren get a little bit dirty or your furry friend comes along and he gets a little bit caught in the mud, you can rinse him off, and easy access to your low point drains. And again, you have windows everywhere, and all these windows open. They're not just for good looks, all right? So all these windows open, and this is probably the kitchen window over here, and then on the back you also have your cable connection. But again, look at all the windows towards the back living area, and you can see the back of a sofa over here, but wow, this is magnificent. Of course, it has the Lippert ladder attachment, so if you need to get on the roof, which some people, they should get on the roof or have someone do it for you, but inspect that at least 3 times a season. So as we step in this big, beautiful sliding door, we have our control panels right over here. We just turned on some lights in the living area, and look at this. This is where I was telling you, this camper has about a 9-foot ceiling. All right, so in this living area, I usually can touch an 8-foot ceiling, and I easily have a foot above that. And you have these beautiful pendant lights over here, and then you have a nice regular dinette. I just love it. It's so classic, and the big, beautiful windows on the fire pit side of your camper. So not only do you have these beautiful decorative shades on either side, but you have a pull-down blackout shade as well. So you can make that nice and cool in here, and you don't have to worry about radiant heat. Look at the beautiful Stacy Stewart furniture, and it has a nice cloth, but it is still stain resistant. It's amazing. It has a nice residential, almost a corduroy feel to it. And then you have these beautiful little tables that you can insert on either side for your laptop or for your snacks, you're having lunch, or you want to play cards with a friend, you can just install those nice and easily. Now this is a full sleep sofa back here. I just love the fact that they have these cabinets with the tops on them on either side. They're nice and large, about a foot wide each. You have plenty of room for mom and dad's private stock, and also plenty of room for the cocktail indoor chips and snacks on either side as well. But your guests are going to be real comfortable back here. And then as you slide on over across from the recliners, it appears you have a 60-inch TV with a full sound system and a fireplace. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, right above us, we have a ceiling fan. They have the indirect ducted intakes for the AC. So you have the circular AC ducts going down the middle, and then on either side in several different areas, you're gonna find those intake vents are going to bring the air into the AC. They're filtered at that point and then bring it down along the whole coach. Look at this beautiful solid surface counter in such a reasonably priced coach. Folks, you have to come down to Chichester Campers Inn RV in New Hampshire to find out the great deals we have on these bungalows. And look at the beautiful staging area right alongside the big 4-burner stove. Envision makes a convection style oven that's really big. You can put your whole turkey in there, no problem. And you have all your oven and burner controls right here, easy access, as well as a full-size residential microwave. And look at all these big cabinets, absolutely gorgeous. This French door style refrigerator. Look at the size of this as I open that up. It's absolutely gorgeous. Wide open and all kinds of drawers on the side and places to put things, your milk and your drinks and your veggies and your fruit and your meat. And then over here, you have a hutch staging area. I like this for a coffee maker, your margarita maker, but you can also use it as a catch-all for correspondence or screwdrivers or things that you might need on the campsite. Real easy access and more storage above. On the way to the loft, we have this beautiful full-size bath. Look at this beautiful vanity area, lots of storage above and below for all the cleaning supplies, plenty of heat and AC ducts in here as well. And look at this, looks like a big washer dryer combo closet. Yeah, so you can use this to hang stuff, but it's already prepped and plumbed for a washer dryer stackable. You have a beautiful porcelain Dometic toilet over here, and look at the beautiful shower. So it has a teak seat over here so you can sit down and relax, and beautiful tile-like material with 2 body sprayers, a nooks and cranny sprayer, and then a rainfall shower head as well. And plenty of places to put your soap, your razors, as well as your shampoo, conditioner, all that in a nice little skylight, just to make enough room for tall people in here. Now we're going to the loft. And we're gonna come upstairs in just a second. And here we go, we're going upstairs. Oh wow, they don't waste an inch. First of all, you have some intake for your heat or AC over here. And then you have drawers built right into the stairs so the kids can put their stuff in here. And a couple of them can share a drawer. Let's take a look at loft number 1. Take a look at that, it has nice safety rails. And then this child can also kind of take a peek on what's going on in the main living area with those rails there. That's going to be for the mischievous one, maybe the one that's a little bit older that kind of wants his or her own space. Right next to it is a nice storage compartment for that child, and there's other room up here too for them to stow things. But it has its own heating ducts, has its own 110 and USB. It's gorgeous. Let's spin right around. We're going to take a look at this beautiful 2 single bed bunk room, and it has its own AC ducts in and out, has 110 and USB for each bunk, and a place to put a TV. So all the kids can hang around in here on a rainy day and just relax. And they have another big storage compartment with a drawer below, a drawer over here, and cubby holes for each child. What a great room to spoil your grandchildren with. This is what we've been all waiting for. The master bedroom with its own entranceway, but look at the windows over here, and they all open. So we have 3 big windows up front, 1 on the passenger side, and then 1 over each side of the bed. So that way you got plenty of natural airflow. And as we keep spinning around, look at this big closet up front with all the hangers in place and lots of storage cubby hole up above so you can stack things in there, but you have the his and her side of the closet. You have other room to stack things underneath as well. So that's something that's pretty unique. And then you have this big and beautiful king size bed with reading lights, USB and 110 on both sides. And this is, just so you know, this is a screen that goes for the sliding door. They travel with it like that. We're gonna flip this up for a second. Let's take a look. Oh wow. That is probably the biggest storage under a bed that I've seen in a long, long time. So yeah, plenty of room to store those extra things that you can either access from the outside or the inside. It might be some of your water sport toys, you know, pool noodles or little kayaks or whatever it may be. And look at this. I love this shelving area. So it's like a good place to kind of maybe put a couple of pillows and hang out by the windows. But look at all the storage underneath, just amazing amount of storage. And then there's a whole bureau set up over here with extra drawers as well. All Baltic birch, plywood, very durable. Another place for a TV right up here, so you can have all the entertainment you want. If you're looking for luxury and convenience in a destination trailer, come to Campers Inn RV of Chichester, New Hampshire, where the prices are right and the service is awesome.